Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where I just realized these aren't dominant culture. So it's gonna be a while before we can actually recolonize this city, but that's okay. We will get to that eventually. For now, we are of course working on crushing this region over here and building ourselves up a good amount of aggressive expansion in the process. I kinda don't care about the territory up here. We'll probably skip that for the sake of aggressive expansion. So that is just fine, I think. We'll finish this up, won't need to raise any levies in theory, and there's these guys over here, but I don't think they're actually fighting us. We are going to want to definitely do something about this force here, or more specifically this tiny little nation over here. Right now, I don't think there's too much that we actually want to do, but I don't think anyone else can colonize this because they're not adjacent to it, so as soon as we become dominant culture here, we'll just grab that, and that's not a big deal. So that is completely fine. Of course, ticking war score is currently against us. This guy has been elected. Okay, our stability went down. That's not necessarily great. We'll assign this guy as our new magistrate. Sure. Now we know that we're going to have some rebellions, and we're going to have to deal with that. Our aggressive expansion is barely coming down at all. Probably because we're at war? Yeah, there's no inherent decay as we're currently the aggressors in a war. Fair enough. Colonizable territories. Fantastic. We should definitely do that. We couldn't get all of this, but just one is enough for now. And we will pop back over to here. Hopefully, we will get this finished up soon enough. And we have! Well, that was good. So I suppose we could make our way up over to Massilia. Let's see here. Do they have anything other than this right here? I'm not convinced that they do. They're allied with these guys. We don't care about that, though. They were called in, rather. I want to look at this here. Okay, they do hold this location. Technically. That's fine. We could go after them. We would need to bring in a navy. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just sail up there and crush them, I think. Pirates have plundered. Okay. These guys are supposed to be hunting pirates. They don't appear to be doing the greatest of jobs, but I guess that's okay. We should, however, probably build a few additional mines. We'll build mines over in these regions. Great. And we'll build a few mines over here. Wonderful. And over here. There we go. I don't think we technically got this mine constructing, but that's okay. Fantastic. So we are just waiting on the ships to make their way up. Wonderful. And we can colonize over here now, and that is definitely something that we will do. It's kind of an awkward little path that we've taken, but that is fine. We'll get all that filled in eventually. And we'll colonize all this too. It's only a matter of time. And all this. Assuming Rome doesn't beat us to it like the jerks that they presumably are. We're currently going down in stability right now. That's mostly because of our aggressive expansion. We should probably stab a pig if we can. And we can. We're still going down, to be fair. Where's our ships at? Our ships are here. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and embark. And up we head. Actually, up we head to here. Excellent. So our legion will pop up over there. We can call down an omen. And given these options... That is not in our territory. Okay. Given these options, I think we're going to go for the commerce income. I don't think we need anything else here. So we'll take that commerce income. Fantastic. And that will, of course, go into further investments. The integration of Heraclea Minoa. We can't just take in anyone, you know. Fantastic. All of those people have now been apparently murdered. And apparently that was all of the integration. Wonderful. And our AE didn't actually go up very much, so that's fantastic. I'm seeing this revolt over here. We do need to consider that we're going to have our own rebellions relatively soon, and some of those are going to be a lot of pops. So that is definitely something we should be worried about. 100%. Let's see here. This is mercenaries. Fine. In we go. We can't dock there, of course, but we can just land. And that is indeed something that we will do. And we'll begin our siege. I'm not going after Antipolis for now. Actually, Antipolis? Antipolis. I'm not going after Antipolis for now, but we'll see what we need. In fact, we could probably sue for peace right now. This is what we want. This is only 1 AE. Do we actually care about this up here? Not exactly. But if it's only 1 AE... yeah, we would have to have this occupied. I'm okay with this, I think. Let's just get a little greedy here. And see what happens. Yeah, we've got a bad research ratio. That is to be expected. And we've got a couple of scorned families. 80 political influence. That's a lot of political influence. I'm sorry, we can't. That's a... like, any way we slice this, this is bad, right? We don't care about the infrastructure in Carthago right now. This is irrelevant to us. 80 political influence is very relevant to us. I guess we can see if we can go negative in the political influence. I'm betting we can, and this will put us in a big political influence hole. I don't want to lose 15 popularity, and I don't want to lose 50 approval from traditionalists. Actually, let's look at the traditionalists. We have 100% approval from traditionalists, and they hold 32 seats. So we should expect that we would lose 16 seats worth of approval. Is that something that we can handle? I feel like it is. I'm going to keep the political influence. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're still doing okay in the Senate. So I think we want to keep the political influence here for sure. We're continuing our siege in Massilia. And with any luck, that will finish up relatively soon. Our clients are currently wandering around over here. It looks like some of them are going to hop into boats and come up. Hopefully they'll land in Antipolis. That would be absolutely ideal. But they may or may not. Hey, we won the Siege of Massilia. Okay, in we go. Yeah, we're going to fight these guys. We are taking some losses here, for sure. That's okay. We can handle that. And we will go ahead and attach these guys to the to the Navy, and we'll go attack Antipolis. We're at 92% right now, and we should be able to wrap this up super, super quick. So that is great. Let's make our way over. And in we go. Tribal proposition, huh? Yeah, actually, that's fine. We'll happily take that. We'll beat up these guys a little bit, and then we'll take their land. Fantastic. We're at 99% war score. This will get us to 100. A martial demand, huh? We could lose some gold or approval from the oligarchs. We already have no approval from the oligarchs. We're going to ignore them. They're not important to us in the slightest. Excellent. 100% war score. And we will take everything here. We could make these guys a client state. But I think it's fine. This is going to be 4 AE. We accept this. And we're going to ditch half a point of aggressive expansion here and here for ditching a full point of AE. Fantastic. These guys will go ahead and come on into the port. And we will embark. And we're going to drop them off, I don't know, probably over here. We need to look at what is going to be needing a Bit of a spanking here pretty soon. And who's currently scorned? The Badonid and Barkid families. Well, here's a Barca. Well, that'll help. Now it's just the Badonid family. Okay, that'll do. So who is most likely to rebel first? Let's see, 28 months for Gaiatulia. Where is this? Okay. That's fine. That's pretty much exactly where we're taking our legion anyway. So we'll just head directly over here as soon as we can. We're going to work on dipping our AE to 0 and hopefully bringing our stability up. It's going to cost us, what, 50-something to increase our pig stabbing levels? 85. Okay, that's certainly a lot. Local noble output, monthly civilization change, tribesman output, food modifier, base trade routes, research points. Okay. None of those are particularly impactful for us right now. We're going to take our army right on over here, since they are the next ones to likely be rebelling. Wonderful. In the meantime, we will probably go ahead and continue investing in our settlements for right now. I would like to build additional mines anywhere we can, and we can build one right there. Okay, so that is mines building in most places where they're eligible. There's a few in Spain, but they're under construction. So that is, I think actually that's every mine that we can currently build. Great. Our augur claims that our future is bleak unless we appease Balhaman, as he's had terrible visions about things to come. We would gain 15 political influence here for gold. It would put us in debt. Omen power, global monthly food modifier. We don't need the global monthly food modifier right now. The omen power would just increase our treasury gains. Specifically our commerce gains. Which is the majority of our gains. But that would just go towards paying off this debt that we would be in, right? I kind of don't want to be in debt. So I think we're just going to take the political influence at the cheaper cost. Excellent. That should be good. Now, our fort maintenance is still certainly up there. Can we ditch our fort maintenance a little bit? That would be great. Thank you. Excellent. So that ditches 15% off of that. That does save us some money, so that's okay. We are positive in the stability right now as well. I'm interested in doing something with these guys. Now, they're currently our feudatory. I'm going to start improving opinions with them and integrating them. Now, I did notice that we didn't seem to gain AE from integrating client states, but integrating feudatories absolutely does seem to gain us AE. So we will have to keep that in mind. But that is completely okay. We are, of course, allied to Tertitania over here, and, oh, we should be able to complete this mission, shouldn't we? Or very close to it. Contestania Septentrionalis. Okay. What are we lacking here? Oh, do we have to control this territory in order to complete the mission? I think we do. Which, of course, means we need an integrated culture over here. Well, we're not on cultural assimilation. We absolutely should be here. That's for sure. Let's go through all of our disloyal provinces here and make sure that we're on cultural assimilation for all of them, and we do indeed appear to be. Fantastic. I do wish that there was a provinces section here. Perhaps that would be in the nation overview? No. Ah. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. So we can see here that these guys are currently on the local autonomy. And that's this up here. That should definitely also be on cultural assimilation. Yes, that does cost us political influence. Anything that is positive, but is also on cultural assimilation, should be changed. This should absolutely be on cultural assimilation as well, as should this. Anything that is negative, I want to be on cultural assimilation right now, as long as they're not, you know, pretty high on the... Okay. I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised at all. And the game apparently doesn't auto-pause. Okay. When we get declared on. So, we have been declared on by Rome. Again, I am not at all surprised by this. The question is, what is their war goal? Their war goal is just show superiority. Okay. So with their goal being to show superiority, we of course need to raise up pretty much all of our levies here. And we're going to need to group them up, ideally in Magna Graecia over here. That's going to be difficult for us to do with only 2 fleets. Now, Rome is not known for their naval power. So we need to think about how exactly we want to handle this. Well, first off, did it auto-call Turdetania? Yes, it did, and all of our client states. That's good. That is very, very good. Now, Rome themselves has a few client states here. We don't know how many heavy infantry and light cavalry we have, but we know that they have nothing but heavy infantry and light cavalry and triremes. Actually, they have a couple of ship types. However, I'm pretty sure that we have the superior naval war here. We may be able to fight them to a white peace. For now, of course, we are moving these guys up. We do have these disloyal provinces that we will need to be concerned about. And as I said, we need to raise our levies. Okay, so there's all of our levies up. So here's our professional force. Magna Graecia is currently over here, and this is going to be where we're going to want to group up. The first levy of Africa, actually the levy is raisable? Hang on a moment. Yeah, that's the levy of Numidia there. I'm just wondering if we could have enlarged our legion instead. Actually, yes, we can. And that is something I'm interested in doing right now. We are going to bump up our front lines and our back lines here to, let's see here, we can get 7 total units. I'm going to get 1 more unit of engineers. I'm going to get 2 more units of, or 2 more cohorts, rather, of archers. 2 more cohorts of heavy infantry. And then perhaps a war elephant cohort. Perhaps. Like this. Okay, what are war elephants good against? Heavy infantry. Not so great against light cavalry. However, that's what our heavy cavalry are for, who are very good against light cavalry. Yeah, I think this'll do. Okay, so we look at the actual legion here, and we can see that the flanking cohorts over here are heavy cavalry and heavy cavalry. So the question is, how exactly will it use this unit of war elephants? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, this levy here can absolutely make their way over to here, and we can move all of these together. Now, other levies that we have include the first levy of Italia, which is going to have to make its way over here. Or it could, I suppose, come attack up here. And I'm going to do that, because it's probably going to be a little while before we're ready to move them over. The levy of Mauritania can prepare to be moved in with the first navy here. So that's Baetica, and then Mauritania is here. And they can go grab any levies that are from here on the way. So we'll move these guys southward. And then we'll get moving. And we'll try to group everybody up as well as we can. How well can we? That is the question. Can we get here before Rome does? Probably not. This is going to be interesting. Where do they attack? There's this levy up here, too. And that can be grabbed on the way. We can grab these guys, too. in theory. Okay, so let's get grouping. So these guys, as soon as they're in position, will go ahead and embark. And these guys will also embark. This navy will then come up to here and pick up these guys. Perfect. We're heading north, and we're grouping over here. I'm hoping... I don't know if Rome has legions yet or not. They probably do, is my guess. Now, we don't have any spies over here, and we probably do want to work on some. However, I don't think we actually have the ability to do spies yet. Or maybe those have to be in place before the war. Hard to say. But I'm guessing it's a technology thing. Okay, so we've got some mines being built here. Excellent. And we are working on getting into position here. We're going to be able to drop a large group here and then a secondary large group shortly after. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and embark these guys. And we're going to come in over here because I suspect the ships can get here faster than we can get here. Excellent. Okay, we are arriving over here. And we are in progress here. No sign of Roman troops yet. Okay, so we will go ahead and have these guys embark in. Fantastic. And all of these should be embarked. Actually, we have to re-embark them. That's a little awkward. But we're going to come on up over to here and drop off our troops there. Wonderful. These guys are on their way. They're not super close. In fact, we may want to have them come up over here and embark all of these guys. And then come land here so that we're at least doing some traveling. And then we can come up and grab these and then these. Okay. So we are on our way with about 20,000 troops over here. We also have our client states and allies moving around and preparing. So with any luck, Rome is going to find out that they bit off more than they could chew. That's the idea here, anyway. So we'll go ahead and embark all of these troops. And we are going to go ahead and come up to Massilia. This is the levy. We're going to select the navy and come up to Massilia. Excellent. Okay. So we now have these troops over here. That's great. So we have about 20k troops here. Now, supply limits over here are actually pretty reasonable. But we still need to make sure that we have these somewhat split up here. So we're going to take the professional army, and we're going to put them about here. And then everything else we're going to put over here. I wish we could group these levies together. Alas, we can't. That is actually impassable terrain. So I'm actually going to tell the levy troops to just chill over in this area. And we need the fourth one here. That's the army. Actually, that's, I think, correct. Okay. So we have, of course, taken over this Roman area here. And then we're going to make our way over to the port. So we're currently at 1% war score. Make that 2. Do we have ticking? No, it's just that we're capping this over here. Okay, that is completely fine. There we go. Are we taking attrition here? No, we are not, in theory. We are taking attrition in this settlement. Okay, we absolutely don't want to be doing that. I suppose we could attack this port, but that would give attrition as well. I want to know where the Roman armies are before we commit to anything. So let's just back off a little bit. We can also get our armies a little bit more grouped up. Alternatively, we could use this force to attack the north of Rome. That's a riskier proposition, but is a thing that we could theoretically go for. Pirates? Okay, that's fine. And we should be taking... I believe we're taking attrition here, right? Actually, we're not. Okay, so we will go ahead and embark all of these troops. Can we select all of them and embark them like this? Nope. No, we cannot. So we just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. And we will come over here and pick up these 4,000 troops. These are mercs, right? Yeah, these are mercs, and they are not hired mercs. Perfect. And with that, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here. I would like to know where Rome's armies are. That is definitely going to be an interesting thing to determine. But once we figure that out, then we can figure out where we want to put our armies. We can group all of our armies up down here, though, and just start attacking here. So that is, I think, what we're going to end up doing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.